So let me show you guys something that I recently bought. For those who don't know, this is the Mamiya RB67. And yeah, this is a medium format camera, and I will be bringing this camera along with me for today's photo walk. So I thought it would be interesting to show you guys the weight of this camera because it feels very heavy in my hands. And let's see how heavy this thing weighs. It's 2.5 kilograms. So yeah, that is what I will be dealing with on today's photo walk. Hopefully it doesn't tire me out that much, but I don't think they will. But yeah, before further ado, let's get to this photo walk. This week, I headed down to the eastern part of Singapore to capture an estate that was built in 1963 and has been vacant for almost 10 years now. So today I decided to pair the Mamiya RB67 with the Harman Phoenix 120. What better way for you guys to experience the blistering heat with me than using a film stock that is known for its rich warm tones and extremely high contrast. Instead of trying to fight what this film stock has to offer, I simply decided to just lean into its dramatic look and embrace its results. The table that I was sitting on may not seem like much, but seats of this particular design are hard to come by nowadays in most modern estates. Truly a sign of the past, and it somehow brought back some memories for me. I've noticed this similar thought pattern that always occurs whenever I pass by an old abandoned building. It just picks at my curiosity about its history and stories of how life was like back there in the past. Whilst exploring, I also stumbled upon a sign of the resident cat socks. Unfortunately, I didn't see socks that day, and I was keeping my fingers crossed that for the next couple of days that I would be here, I would somehow bump into him. But for now, I guess a picture of his letterbox will have to suffice. This is the only staircase in the entire estate that would lead me closest to the corridor of the homes. As I look through my viewfinder, I can only imagine of all the unique stories that each and every household had. Stories of new beginnings, heartbreaks, and even possibly neighbor rivalries. Now, all these stories are nestled within the walls of its vacancy, keeping them a secret and never to be spoken of ever again. The compound of the estate isn't very big, so making rounds and taking pictures made it for a quick and easy photo walk on the first day. One roll of the Harman Phoenix 120 on a 6x7 medium format camera gave me about 10 exposures, and in typical team fashion, I forgot to bring with me more rolls on the photo walk. However, I guess it's a blessing in disguise to make me slow down and not finish all my rolls within a single day. So with bags packed, I will return again tomorrow. As the name suggests, using Harman Phoenix 120 was a pretty suitable film stock to use as I document the estate. In Chinese mythology, the phoenix is called Feng Huang, and it represents strength, warmth, and the sun. Something I personally feel is an extremely fitting description of the Harman Phoenix 120. As this stock is very high in contrast, it tends to bring out flaws within an image. However, with those flaws being brought to light, it somehow also manages to balance its harshness with elegance, making the imperfections pleasing to look at. I thoroughly enjoyed shooting on the Harman Phoenix 120. It offers such a unique character to its users, offering them an extremely bold look. If you have the chance, I would highly recommend you trying this film stock out yourself. After yesterday's photo walk, I had a feeling within that I wasn't quite done photographing this estate. So I decided to come back again, and with my last roll of Harman Phoenix 120, I set out to figure out what was missing. And from the moment I fired the first shot, I knew what it was. Once again, it is the people. Even though this estate has been abandoned for almost a decade, I am pretty sure these people here are frequent occupants of its space. Some were seen having their lunch, but most just seeking shelter from the sweltering afternoon sun. A safe space for them to lay down their heads. As I continued snapping away these few pictures, the feeling I had earlier of missing something from my pictures slowly started to diminish. And just when I took my last shot, this actually happened. Unfortunately, I ran out of film, so I couldn't capture Socks. Nonetheless, I feel blessed to say hi to him right before I left. And yep, that's the end of my 3-day stint here at this estate. As I sat on the floor, I reflected on my experience photographing this estate, and I am just glad that I am able to capture a little history of Singapore for you guys to see it the way I do. Taking those pictures for me feels as though I am bridging a gap between us. That to me is the power of photography. As much as you guys are the observers, I am one too whilst taking these pictures and giving you, my viewers, an opportunity to see the world or things the way I do. It is such a unique moment shared, so I guess I'll see you guys for the next one.